Thank you so much for joining me, and today I'm going to take a look at the trades I took on Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. Now today was a bit of a short day, only took one trade, and that's going to be on AMD. And if you take a look here at the chart on AMD, now the previous day was the huge sell-off. All the whole market was down by at least 2%, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P. So everything was pretty red. So the next day, I wasn't too sure which direction we're going to continue moving. At the open, the market was pretty flat. I think the Dow was down maybe like 20 or 30 points, and the Nasdaq and the S&P were relatively flat, up by a few points. So I was looking for it possibly to rest and maybe trend sideways or possibly move higher. But there was the Fed info that's coming out later in the week, so the market was still not ready to be too bullish at the moment. So we're still trying to be open as far as what direction. So looking at the chart here, you'll see the two purple lines. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, I draw the lines prior to the market start the day before. And the purple lines are the pre-market high and low. So the red line on the bottom, that's the previous day's close. So it was trending lower, opening lower rather, and it tested the previous day's low right at the open there, got up right to just beyond pre-market high. So you see the little dotted lines here. That's where I was looking for entry if it had continued to push higher, but it didn't see anything here. It saw the big couple of big candles there, red candles there, and it reversed back the other way. A good trade, and a trade I didn't take, would have been to buy off the support here, but I wasn't sure since the day before everything sold off so heavily. Wasn't too confident to take that, but looking back, this would have been a great area to buy since it held right at the open. And you see the white line. I had actually drawn that level from, it's actually about maybe 3 or 4 days out, the low of a couple of days before, a few days before. So I had been watching that to see if it tested it, but just wasn't sure if with the previous mark, with the move from the day before with that big, huge red day, wasn't too sure if it was going to hold here. So was hesitant to take that move, but in hindsight, that would have been a really good trade. So the one and only trade I took on AMD was to the short side. I took the $93 put. You can see here from the order entry is filled at 10:21. and 33 seconds, market time, of course. Got in at 155, just took one contract. Got filled at 155, and then held it for about a couple of minutes here. As you can see, that second dotted line at the very top here, around the $94 range, or $94 level rather. It was having the green candles wasn't that huge. They wasn't a strong move higher, so a lot of people just trying to possibly buy the dip from yesterday, trying to get AMD at a discount. So the green candles wasn't a significant move higher, so I was a little bit confident that it wasn't going to push higher, at least at this stage of the day. As I mentioned, only trade the first hour or so. So it came down to retest that $94 level, and that really, you see looking at the volume, see it's gray. So basically opened and closed at the same price, and it wicked higher. So not much movement at all higher after it hit that the high of the day at this point. So I was willing to take a quick short here with the put, and the ideal target, I was looking to hold it until about 93.74 or 75 in the area, but didn't look to have that much strength moving lower. So holding it for a couple of minutes there, looking for that move to go lower. But as you can see, it actually did it, but it was a struggle to get there. So it wasn't going to be a big gain here, but it was a green trade nonetheless. So got out of that trade for the $93 put at 10:23 and 49, got filled at 163. So about an $8 gain before any taxes, before any commissions rather. And that put me up $6.70 on the day after commissions. So not a bad day, not a red day, which is always good. Just one trade, one and done. Nothing. I didn't see too much today. Didn't want to risk any capital on subpar setups. And that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like below. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notifications to follow along the journey so you don't miss my next upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.